big part right here. Jesus claims to be God right here. Here's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody ever asks you, where does Jesus claim to be the Son of God or just God himself? John 19:11, right here. Okay, and I'll explain how. Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee has the greater sin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a judgment. That is Jesus saying and putting down the gavel and saying, you sinned. You sinned worse. Nobody else can say that but God. Okay? No one can make a judgment like that but God. Right? I can't come out and say, you sinned, you're a sinner, and your sin is worse than your sin. I can't say that. I don't have the ability to judge. The only person who does is the supreme judge of the world. Who's that? Jesus Christ. This is Jesus literally saying, I'm God. Okay? And if you don't believe me, verse 12, and then from thenceforth, Pilate sought to release him. A little page turn now. Here is the craziest part. And it was preparation of the Passover and about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, behold your king. Remember I put a pin in John 5? Whoops. He said, behold the man. In just a few hours, he switches from behold the man to behold your king. That is a change of character. That is a declaration and evidence of faith. Because now he's saying Jesus is king. He doesn't know that Jesus is related to David and is a descendant of one of the greatest kings of Israel. He didn't know what Jesus did and his sermons, and he doesn't know of the miracles. He just hears the things that his wife said about this man and the things that the religious hypocrites are saying. All he hears is, oh, it's just some random lunatic who's speaking and doing miracles. Ladies and gentlemen, that man who heard virtually nothing from Jesus is now calling him king. But they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said to them, shall I crucify your king? That is a double down, ladies and gentlemen.